Your brother's coaching, right?
Well, we move on to the 130-pound class. In Class 1A, which will be our featured bouts. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, I want to tell you about the 2A match. That's we're at 130, and our graphic is showing 135, so we want to get that corrected. We're at 130 pounds, and Jay Bjustrom of Algona is going to wrestle against Willie Harris of Creston, both undefeated seniors. That's in Class 2A. In Class 3A, Josh Marker of Ames, a senior, battles Nick Beuter of Cedar Falls, another senior. That should be a terrific match to watch. And our featured bout as we move to the Class 1A matches for the next 4 weights. Dan Leclere, a former champion, against Charlie Ettelson of Hudson. Now, this is not C.J. Ettelson. This is little brother Charlie. He's 40-1, and he's trying to win his first state championship.
And look at those records there, 39-0. Leclere is just a sophomore, but he won a state championship last year. Pretty difficult duty when you're up. Oh, nice single leg attempt. He's just driving across, gets the easy 2. Really like what I see out of Leclere. He's just a real good physical wrestler. Does some good stuff. And I'll tell you what, if you want to watch some wild wrestling, the bottom 2 cowboys throwing each other around here. Look at the bottom of the screen, that marker with the orange singlet. He's coached by my brother Jeff Gibbons this year for Ames High School, going against Beuter from Cedar Falls. Nick Beuter.
Well, Leclere has a 2-0 advantage here in Class 1A. Leclere from North Linn, 39-0 on the season. And he defeated Justin Bolke of Kingsley Pearson, the senior, in the semifinals. A great bout that was. 6-5. Leclere winning it, holding off a late takedown attempt by Bolke to win it in the semifinals. Charlie Ettelson advanced for the win over Nick Keeney of Pocahontas area.
There's an escape there by Ettelson. Ettelson's got a great range. He does some nice techniques, counter techniques.
And close to a fall.
Yeah, you've got a 2-2 situation there with Tyler Bjustrom. He's going out, and something's got to give him the upper right-hand screen there. Both those athletes are undefeated.
Again, just great competitors reaching the championship round in these classes. Leclere, a 2-1 lead on Ettelson, 25 seconds to go in the first period.
Yeah, Leclere doing a nice job of finishing it, changing the direction, staying low, driving across.
Gets the takedown. He's up 4-1.
Puts the leg right in with about 13 seconds left in the period. The referee's going to call potentially dangerous. They're going to get a new start with 9 seconds left. Don't count Ettelson out from down here. He's got some range. Wrist ride.
And that's going to bring an end to the first period with Leclere, a champion last year at 119 pounds, out in front of Ettelson. 4-1 that score.
Yeah, Leclere from North Linn, Troy Mills. He's just got all the tools there. He's a real strong-looking athlete, isn't he, Cal?
Yeah, he is. He's real technical, too. Looks real sound.
Yeah. Up there at the top of the screen, Tyler Bjustrom goes up on a takedown. Looks like actually a reversal here. He goes up 8-4.
Beuter's out in front of Marker, 4-0 at Class 3A.
Now here's a situation here where Ettelson, he can be dangerous. If he had some room, he could really force that over. Said he's got some strength and weird ranges of motion. Looks like he's out of it, but he just keeps on driving back in. He's a little crafty. There's his low single leg attempt. Working on the elbow.
These coaches in the middle mat aren't going to have to go anywhere because it's North Linn against Hudson in the next weight as well. That's going to be C.J. Ettelson against Kyle Burkle. And so the Ettelson brothers trying to become champs. And C.J., who's won 3 titles, says he gets more nervous for his brother. Phil, you have wrestlers that are brothers. You get more nervous for them than you do for yourself?
Yeah, I think so. You have some positives and some negatives. I think the positives definitely outweigh the negatives, though, having a brother on the team with you. The only negative that would be that you have to worry about them more than you worry about yourself.
You were younger, so you didn't have to deal with a whole heck of a lot of that, but you were heavier, so you had to watch them. They usually went before you, and their brothers are lighter. Bjustrom there underneath in the upper right-hand corner. He's going to go up 9-7, gets an escape. 25 seconds left in the second period. Battle between two undefeateds.
That's been a great match.
It really has. A lot of scoring. 16 points already, and we're not even in the third period. Roll through. There's Beuter. Not Beuter, but the Bjustrom. He's getting back points also to go along with that takedown.
2 seconds in the period in that one, and he's going to run out of time. But big points for Bjustrom, and he goes up 14-7.
Charlie Ettelson in the blue singlet there, working a 2-on-1.
He's 40-1 on the season, a qualifier a year ago. Just a sophomore. Leclere, also a sophomore, won a state championship last year, and he's undefeated this season. And Leclere has a 4-1 advantage as the second period winds down.
You see the size difference, the height difference anyway. One's a little bit more of a rangy athlete, and Leclere's hit everything off this single leg right here. And here you can see him in good position. Finish again, but he runs out of time.
Jim, maybe a bit of a surprise, a low-scoring battle between Marker and Beuter.
Yeah, I didn't call that one very well, but
you had the over in that.
the under is what's going to work on this one, but the over and under on that probably was about 25 points.
Well, Beuter, as you told me off the air, a good defensive wrestler. And Marker's kind of a wild guy. And,
well, the Cedar Falls coaching staff, I'm sure, has a good strategy there for Marker as far as keeping it tight.
But in our featured bout, it's 4-2 now. Leclere up on Charlie Ettelson. TJ Ettelson will go for his fourth title in just a moment.
And that's the first time that Ettelson just really attacked above the knee at the hip. Wasn't able to get through. Ran out of real estate there. He likes to go for that single leg on Ettelson's left leg, and that's back in on it again. And here's where I think he comes right back and reshoots, and he's kind of stopping himself by going around the waist.
So Ettelson with a minute 12 to go, trying to score against Leclere, but it's not easy.
No, it is. I think Ettelson wants to create scramble situations. He's got one here now. But boy, I tell you what, Leclere just does a nice job of staying with his chest so tight to the thighs and just drives right through and makes it difficult for the longer, lankier Ettelson to stay with him. Score 6-2.
Gets out of the circle. They stop it with 49 seconds left. It's a 6-2 advantage for Leclere. Beuter's up 4-1 on Marker in 3A, and Bjustrom a 14-7 advantage over Harris in 2A.
There's a roll-through attempt trying to do the scramble situation like we talked about.
But Leclere fights it off and gains control.
But look how he just presses his upper body to those legs and just makes it difficult for you to switch or get the neck wrench. He just stays with his chest just pressed against those hips, and it makes it very difficult for him to get any of those roll-through situations.
Jay Bjustrom of Algona wrapping up a Class 2A championship. He defeats Willie Harris of Creston 14-7. And closing seconds between Ettelson and Leclere in Class 1A. And it looks like Dan Leclere of Northland Troy Mills is going to hang on to win his second state championship. The sophomore goes to 40-0.
Good-looking athlete.
And Beuter defeats Marker for the 3A title. Great action at 130 pounds. Leclere, a two-time champion as a sophomore. And now let's go to the award stand for the 125-pound weight class medal winners. Brought to you. And now let's go to the award stand. These awards sponsored by Mid-American Energy.
Class 1A 130-pound awards. Coach Brad Bridgewater of North Linn, Troy Mills. 8th place, Corey Edwards, Bedford. 7th place, Keith Habring, Lake Mills. 6th place, Nick Kenny, Pocahontas area. Fifth place, Trevor Hickman, West Marshall State Center. Fourth place, Justin Bolke, Kingsley Pearson. Third place, Mitch Norton, Nashua Plainfield. Runner-up, Charlie Ettelson, Hudson. And the Class 1A 130-pound champion from North Linn, Troy Mills, Dan Leclere. Remember to have them turn around and face the east.
Dan Leclere, the winner over Charlie Ettelson. Well, coming up next, 2A and 3A medals. Plus, we'll visit with C.J. Ettelson, the champ at 135.
Presenting the Class 2A 130-pound awards, Coach Brian Morgan of Algona. Eighth place, Adam Karimsky, Fairfield. Seventh place, Kevin Townsend, Glenwood. Sixth place, Robert Struthers, Emmitsburg. Fifth place, Albert McNeil, Northeast Goose Lake. Fourth place, Chris Johnson, West Burlington. Third place, Mark Jensen, Crestwood, Cresco. Runner-up, Willie Harris, Creston. And the Class 2A 130-pound champion from Algona, Jay Bjustrom. Turn them around. 130-pound awards, Coach Jay Llewellyn of Cedar Falls. Eighth place, Dylan Wagoner, Storm Lake. Seventh place, Brent McCormick, Des Moines, Lincoln. Sixth place, Aaron Scott, Oskaloosa. Fifth place, Earl Robinson, Davenport Central. Fourth place, Justin Hauge, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy. Third place, Tyler Everson, Clinton. Runner-up, Josh Marker, Ames. And the Class 3A 130-pound champion from Cedar Falls, Nick Beuter.
And those were the Mid-American